Hello everyone and welcome to the Anime's Elliot, and thank you for joining me as we talk about a fantastic route focusing around the character of Furuhashi Fumino from the We Never Learn manga series. And this chapter gives us some more brilliant character development as we finally have Furuhashi acting slightly selfish. This is something that I personally, as a fan of the series, really wanted to see because it gives us more development and it gives Furuhashi, a bit more kind of substance. It stops her from going this wishy-washy type of I'm just going to be kind to all my friends and let them have what they want and I won't have what I want. She's actually finally acting selfish that gives her the drive and the motivation to actually work towards what she wants. This obviously being the main protagonist, Narayuki Yuiga. And her acting selfish actually can be seen in the final panels and on the final pages of this chapter. Furuhashi lies about the injury needing to take longer to heal, when in fact it's almost healed. She's been told that she only needs another week and she'll be fine. But because she loves spending and appreciates the time that Yuiga's put into looking after her and that she's spent with Narayuki, she says to him that actually it's going to take a lot longer to heal than they initially thought. Therefore, Yuiga has to hang around longer and she gets a bit more time to herself. Now, part of me does want to think of what would happen if Yuiga found out that the injury was only meant to last a week and Furuhashi was faking it over the weeks that it was actually healed. And personally speaking, I don't think Yuiga would mind too much. Honestly don't. You'd be a little bit confused. And I think that would be a great way to segue into how Furuhashi can explain her own feelings. So for example, we get 3 weeks ahead in advance, and Azumi just goes, "Oh, you're still going to Furuhashi's place? I thought she was already healed. She was cleared off about 2 weeks ago." And then he's like, "No, she said that she's still in a cast, and she said that she's still, injured." So that would then kind of make Yuiga question Furuhashi, and then she would probably get all tongue-tied and maybe embarrassed, and she would actually admit the truth. She would probably say to him, "Look, I enjoyed spending so much time together. With you, I feel like I can do anything, and I really appreciate that. So I wanted to have you around a bit longer. You probably hate me now, I understand." She does her whole, I'm just like a flea type of situation, when she cowers and gets small. Does that in the anime, does that in the manga. She could do that, who knows. But the main thing is, it would back her into a corner in where she has to admit her feelings in order to kind of clear up the situation and the misunderstanding. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, this chapter links back in with the whole chocolate situation. You remember in chapter 162, the girls make chocolates for the guys they like. Twist, they like the same person. And seeing Yuiga running into the river to get the chocolates was a great scene. This whole segment was fantastic, as it shows more of Furuhashi's inner struggles and conflict of emotions, especially after receiving the message from Urika. Urika basically says, "Oh, thanks to your advice, I managed to give the guy I like the chocolates." Of course, Urika doesn't know that, Furuhashi likes Yuiga as well, so this obviously creates inner turmoil and confliction within Furuhashi. She's like, well, maybe they are good together. Maybe it's okay for those two to be there, and I'll just give these chocolates to my dad. It's not what I was thinking, but that's what I told Narayuki. Now, that's obviously the first thing. But she admits that the chocolates are for Yuiga to himself once Yuiga gets the chocolates back out. And it's the fact that Yuiga eats them, knowing firsthand what Furuhashi's cooking skills are like. That was a really nice sentiment, because it shows that Yuiga's understanding of more of the female emotions and psychological kind of thinking, which is something that him and Furuhashi have been working on together to help Narayuki kind of get more in tune with that type of stuff. So I think that was pretty good as well. I laughed a lot at the bleeding reaction when he's eating them. Obviously Furuhashi's cooking is quite bad. We know this because it's been a running gag throughout the series all the way through. And just to see his teeth breaking and his mouth bleeding just while he was eating them, said, "Yeah, they're a bit crunchy, but yeah, they're nice." It was great. And it gives Furuhashi the reaction she wanted. She wanted Yuiga to smile like he did for Rizu and Urika, and he did exactly that and a bit more. Now, the art style when he gave that smile and Furahashi's reaction were absolutely perfect. In fact, the art style throughout this entire manga chapter was absolutely beautiful. You can tell that every panel was drawn with great detail and great care, and I just loved the kind of expressions and emotions, the lighting, the effects that were used on every panel. I think the art style was something that highlighted in this chapter superbly. Overall, I really like this chapter as it helps to progress Furahashi's character more, and it gives something that I was really hoping to see from her character. That being herself being more selfish, because it was definitely a good shout for them to go that route, because it shows that Furuhashi is willing to fight and willing to go after what she initially wants, instead of just letting her friends walk all over her, and she just kind of takes a back seat. The cover image, man, that looks great. I love that type of outfit style, and it looks fantastic on this character. And one last question, how does anyone sit like this? Like, the way Furuhashi sits in this panel, I don't see how anyone does that. It's weird. Even with a bad leg. Maybe that kind of says that the leg's somewhat healed up a bit more. But again, it's based off of the same time that chocolates were saved, because Narayuki is in her dad's clothes. So, you know, probably isn't going to be that healed. But it's just a question I wanted to ask. It just boggled me a little bit. That's the one confusing thing about this chapter that I took away from it. Anyways, if you love the character Furuhashi and you want to see more great emotion, art style, and development from her character, make sure you go check this chapter out. It's chapter 163, and you will not be disappointed, especially if you're a great fan of Fumino. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, let me know all your thoughts on the chapter below, in the comments below even. And well, like the video if you like the video, dislike if you dislike, but let me know why you disliked it. Constructive criticism is always appreciated. And hey, why not subscribe if you're new to this channel, so you never miss a video from me, and I'll see you in the next chapter review. Arigato, matane, goodbye.